Hey there everybody, Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Classic Album Rewinds, the show we're doing throughout the month of June here in 2021, celebrating some cool classic albums that maybe get slightly overshadowed by their older sibling, the legendary album that came before it. So today, of course, you knew it was going to happen at some point this month. Got to talk about my favorite band, Deep Purple, and kind of like Black Sabbath, which we did, was that yesterday? Yesterday. Couple different avenues we can go with Classic Album Rewind. You may see both bands coming back twice this month, but for me, the first choice had to be the album released July 9th, 1971 here in the U.S., September 1st, same year in the U.K., released on the Harvest label, produced by the band, none other, and also, recorded at Delane C Studios and Olympic Studios. Fireball by the mighty Deep Purple. All right, great album. However, sometimes gets overshadowed a little bit by this bad boy. Does to me. I personally, this is one of my favorite albums of all time, and also my favorite album from the band, though I do love Fireball, and Fireball ranks pretty high up. It may not be the out-and-out classic that In Rock is, but it's still a classic in its own right with a lot of really good songs on it, and songs that really hold up well. So, of course, this is the Mark II version of the band. All right, Ian Gillan on vocals, Roger Glover on bass, Richie Blackmore on guitar, John Lord on keyboards, mostly Hammond organ, and Ian Pace on the drums, engineered by Mr. Martin Birch himself. All right, of course, he was quite involved with the band back in the day. So, and also an interesting album in that you had two different releases, UK and the US, and you had a change of a track on either one of them. So the original European release, Fireball, No, 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 Demon's Eye, Anyone's Daughter, The Mule, Fools, and No One Came over on side B, side 2, whereas in the US, switch out Demon's Eye and put in Strange Kind of Woman. Actually, you put both of those songs in there, and this is a, legendary album. It is a legendary album, but I mean, it's almost like, can't we just have both songs on there? They're both pretty terrific. Personally, I like Demon's Eye better than Strange Kind of Woman, so I think we got kind of the shaft here in the U.S. But either way, Strange Kind of Woman became a pretty big hit here in the U.S. So let's take a look at the album. So it kicks things off with Fireball. I mean, that really kind of cool, almost like elevator type of an intro, and then those amazing double kick drums from Mr. Ian Pace. I mean, just that's like, the first time we ever heard like speed metal or thrash drumming ever, I think. Such an influential song, fast-paced, great riffing from Blackmore, awesome vocals from Ian Gillan. Just a tremendous, tremendous song is Fireball, one of the great title tracks of all time, and I think one of the most underrated Deep Purple gems of all time. I mean, those screams from Gillan in this song, and just it's just such a great song. Got great bass lines and the drums and the Hammond organ, the guitars. Man, the band's just firing on all cylinders, and it's like so much happens in the space of, I mean, how long is this song here? 3 minutes and change. It's just crazy to think about how much they cram into like 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Coming up here next, we've got No, No, No. Great bluesy hard rock song, nice hook to it, healthy guitar riffs. All right, the Hammond organ, just a memorable track. Really love it. Another really underrated song. All right, so now we're going to talk about both of the ones that kind of do the old switcheroo. So Demon's Eye is a terrific track, and I love the groove of it. I love that it's kind of like serious and slightly darker than the more upbeat Strange Kind of Woman, and I just love the chorus, love the vocal from Ian on it. It just this to me, this song just kind of like pulses and grooves, and it's kind of heavy. Absolutely love it. Whereas Strange Kind of Woman is bluesy, big memorable chorus, definitely more upbeat and anthemic. Great song too, For me, there's no competition. I think Demon's Eye is a much better, more enjoyable song, but a lot of people love Strange Kind of Woman. That's okay. Then for me, the one song on the album that I really don't care for, and I actually talked about this on a show with Martin Popoff recently about a song that just really does not fit on the album that it's on, and that's Anyone's Daughter. It's kind of like this whimsical, kind of folky, very British type of song with Ian singing almost like Bob Dylan. And ironically, it's one of Ian's favorite songs in the Deep Purple catalog. Go figure. I hate it. I don't like Anyone's Daughter. Never understood the love for that song. It doesn't fit. It's just not Deep Purple. Yeah, give him credit for doing something different, I guess. I just don't like it. Only weak song on the album. Then you got the amazing The Mule, okay, which is this cool kind of soaring piece that leads into a fantastic drum solo from Mr. Ian Pace. Really good tune. I always wondered though, what would the Mule be like if they built like made it a real song and not just a vehicle for like a little drum solo? Because it's pretty. There's a lot of great elements in it, right? You know, kind of cool vocals in the beginning. You got the wonderful Hammond organ, really nice guitar licks from Mr. Blackmore. That melody is pretty cool. But for me, I love the back end of this album. I mean, Fools is heavy and atmospheric, and there's like all these little explorations that, you know, go into these weird kind of sound effects and things like that. Just, I mean, you know, Blackmore with just using the volume swells and whatnot. Such a great song, using the whammy bar and the Stratocaster. I absolutely love Fools, and it's heavy and kind of doomy. Underrated track. And then the barnstorming, No One Came. No One Came from miles around. Man, that music is funky. Love No One Came. So heavy hitting. For me, Deep Purple's early catalog has so many great deep tracks, and I think this album is the king of the great deep tracks. There's so many great deep tracks on this album. Just love it to death. You know, you have obviously The Mule, which was played live forever. Fireball played live a bit. You know, Fireball and The Mule are, and, you know, if you're in the U.S., Strange Kind of Woman are the most well-known songs from here. But man, No, Demon's Eye, Fools, and No One Came. Poof, doesn't get much better than that. Love it. So there you have it, everybody. This is my classic album rewind of the day, Fireball, and I love that album cover too. Just awesome. That is my classic album rewind. And if you haven't explored this album, what are you waiting for? If you haven't listened to it in a while, rewind, check it out today. I know we've had a bunch of people who have commented over the course of this series that we've done for the last week that have been waiting for the episode each day, and that's going to be their main album listen of the day. That's pretty cool. And I'm trying not to pick stuff that are like, you know, I think the reason why I wanted to do this series is we all know a lot of these classic bands usually have that one really big album. Well, these are going to be, you know, they're fairly big albums too, but not the main one that everybody goes to first. And again, like I said, in some of these catalogs, like Purple's catalog, Sabbath's catalog, Zeppelin's catalog, you have a couple instances where they have like maybe 2 or 3 really big albums. They're the ones that everybody focuses on, but the ones that came after those really big albums are also really good too, and very much classics. So that's kind of what the theme we're going for on this show is. They're classics, but not the ultimate classics. And it's a time to kind of go revisit them and not talk about their big brother or big sister, but talk about them. All right, so there you have it. Fireball, No, Demon's Eye, Strange Kind of Woman, Anyone's Daughter, Meh, The Mule, Fools, and No One Came. All good stuff. And if you have the remaster, what do we got on here? I'm Alone and Freedom and Slow Train. All right, those are kind of the extras that were from these sessions. Pretty cool. I'm Alone is a good song. Slow Train is okay. Freedom's all right. I think I'm Alone is the best out of all of them, but it's cool to kind of hear those, like session tracks that didn't make the original album cut. So there you have it. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Coming up tomorrow, I think we're going to do a little Sticks tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And, man, a whole lot more in this series throughout the month of June here. I am looking forward to doing these every morning. So I dig kind of going through my collection and figuring out which ones I'm going to choose just as much as actually doing them for for you. So thanks for watching. We've got coming up tonight, we've got Hudson Valley Square's Split Squad night. We've got tomorrow is In the Prague Seat with Team B, all about our favorite albums featuring Bill Bruford on drums. Wednesday is What's Hot with Sea Tranquility Day. Hopefully get to a couple new releases for you. I got to catch up on some listening because I'm a little bit behind. I know I have stuff here sitting here. I just need to listen to them so I can present them to you. I got a couple things I've been listening to for a bit. Thursday is the Monsters Den, and Friday morning at the Fun House, of course, with Mr. Martin Popoff. So stay tuned for all this and more here on the channel. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to make a donation to the channel, there's a link to our Ko-Fi page, not Plage. And there's also the link to our merch page, which has all sorts of cool stuff for sale. Sea of Tranquility related, comic book geezers related, my other channel as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and see you later on. Bye-bye.